Hi, I'm Vanessa with the Discovery Children's Museum here in Las Vegas, and today we're going to be discovering Jackson Pollock. So who is Jackson Pollock? He was an American artist that would do active art or expressional abstract art. So what that means is that he would try to capture movement on his canvas. So like a lot of artists use the outside world to inspire them, he did the same thing, but he focused on the movement. So he did something a little bit different with his art. He would use every kind of material to put art on paper. So he would use spoons. He would use brushes like everyone else, but instead of like doing brush strokes, he would do drips. He would walk around and he wasn't afraid to make a mess. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna try to make some art without using paintbrushes. All right, so let's begin. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna push the paint around like you would with the paintbrush, but we're not gonna use a paintbrush. We're gonna use something like this. This is called a scraper, and we're gonna put some paint and we're gonna scrape it around and see how it looks like. So I'm gonna use the colors of the rainbow for this part. I wanna make it look like a fun, pretty rainbow. So I'm using acrylic paints. Acrylic paints are a little bit permanent, so if you're gonna use them, make sure you have an adult with you to help you. But you're also allowed to use tempera paints, which are more washable. So now I have all the colors of the rainbow. I have my yellow, orange, red, purple, green, blue, and I'm adding teal just because I like that color. But you can use whatever colors you like. Okay, so now we're gonna grab our scraper and we're gonna push the paints across the canvas. Wow, look how colorful our canvas got already. Okay, so now that we tried one type of painting without a brush, we're gonna do a new painting. This one is gonna be called pour art. So pour art is a more modern type of art in which you grab acrylic paints and you dilute them a little bit, make them more watery, because when you use acrylic paints, they're kind of thick. You're gonna make them a little bit watery, and you're gonna pour them onto the canvas, and then we're also gonna add a cool, fun element. We're gonna make it spin and see how it looks. All right, so what I did to make my paint the right consistency is that I did one part, so that means like a cup or whatever measurement you're using, you're gonna put one part of paint, and then the same amount you're gonna put of water, and then you're gonna get something called like a medium, what is it? Gloss medium, pouring medium, and you're gonna do 2 parts of that, and then 2 parts pouring medium, and you mix it all up. So we're gonna start by getting just a white base on this entire canvas. So the purpose is to get it kind of slippery, so when we add more paints to it, it'll move really quickly and really smoothly. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's good. A good coverage. Okay, so now we're gonna do a combination of blues and whites. I'm just gonna pour it right in. Perfect. And you're gonna pour them right into another, one into another. So it starts to look like rings of paint. All right, so now the fun part, we're gonna mix it up. So before you start, make sure you have a clean, safe space where you could do this. We covered the floor, I'm wearing a smock to cover my clothes, and I got permission to do this, okay? So once you've got all that checked off, you're gonna grab it, and you're gonna spin it. Woo! Don't be afraid to make a mess, it's okay. All right, so now that we've done our pour art / spin art, we're gonna add one more element to this. We're gonna do a pendulum painting. So I had my friend Sam help me out with this. So we created a little bit of like a stand to go above the painting. We're gonna tie our pendulum to it, and then we're gonna swing it across and see what kind of effect that creates. So what this pendulum is gonna do, so what we did is we got a pastry bag, but you could use a Ziploc bag or any kind of bag you have at home. We put a little zip tie on it to keep it secured, and we tied a string onto it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut a little hole so the paint pours out, and we're just gonna swing it across and see what kind of craziness it makes. Well, thank you so much for discovering Jackson Pollock with me today. And if you want to see some more discoveries, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below. Have a great day.